Today we're going to talk about how to optimize for Google Business Profile. We're going to discuss what you need to fill out on Google Business Profile. We'll discuss how you rank in Google Business Profile, where you should be listing your name, address, and phone number to help with your rankings in Google Business Profile, and where are other places that you could be listing to help fortify yourself. So when filling out your Google Business Profile, the main things you definitely want to focus in on is name, address, and phone. And definitely take the recommendations that Google gives you if they say use st dot instead of spelling out street. You certainly want to fill out the description, but take into consideration how people are going to search for you. Let's say you're a furniture store in Charlotte. I'd probably mention that 2 or 3 times within the description to let Google know what you're all about. I would also let users know what kind of credit cards you take and if you are handicap accessible so they know what they're getting themselves into. Certainly you want to take a lot of pictures if possible. You can use your phone, you don't need a professional photographer, but take outside and inside pictures and upload those to your Google Business Profile so that people know what to expect when they arrive. Also, you want to update your Google Business Profile as much as humanly possible. We tend to do it 1 to 2 times a month. You can do updates such as recent blog posts, or if there's a company outing or something like that, you can put a picture up. Lastly, reviews are definitely going to be the toughest thing to do. You can certainly use a third-party service. It's hit or miss, honestly, but just simply asking people for reviews is probably your best bet. So how do you rank in the map pack with your Google Business Profile? Well, certainly, let me get this out of the way. You're not going to show up in the neighboring towns. If you are located in Atlanta, you're not showing up in Alpharetta. So let's just kill that first. Now, if someone is searching for, say, Dentist Atlanta, where they're doing this search is going to matter. If you're near Buckhead, for instance, and they're in downtown, you're probably not going to show up because there's plenty of dentists in the downtown area. On the flip side, though, if they're near Buckhead, the downtown people probably won't show up, and you will. Now, the only way to get around this as far as neighboring towns is concerned is through paid mediums. You can use Google Ads and do a sponsored post in the map pack to show up number 1 for neighboring towns, and you can choose that radius to your discretion. Some places you want to consider for listing purposes. First and foremost, your website. We would recommend putting your address in the footer rather than, say, your Contact Us page, simply because every page you create will have the address on it and thus fortifying the address for Google Business Profile. The second place we would consider is Better Business Bureau. This is going to do 2 things for you. For one, it's going to give you a secondary listing that will help in your Google Business Profile, but it'll also give you a viable backlink to your website that's going to help you for search engine optimization. Lastly, definitely register for Apple Maps. Everybody knows someone with an iPhone. And while they may Google your business, ultimately when they ask for directions, Apple Maps is what's going to pull up on their iPhone. So you want to make sure that they got the correct address and are getting to you accordingly. The last way on how to optimize your Google Business Profile is simply fortifying the address, the phone number, and your name in other avenues, such as yp.com or Uber Eats. Now, you can do this manually, and it is super tedious. Or you can utilize a service like Yext, which can use up to 100 different directories to put your listings out there. Now, it is not set it and forget it. You certainly would want to check in on this 2 to 3 times a month to make sure that everything is square and that things have not been changed by user recommendations. Or you can utilize a service like ours, where we would do all this for you and you can sleep easier at night. We do hope that this information was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you like what you're watching, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks, and have a great day.